All for the same old tricks like the New York Knicks who want ball on the Heat.
You with this. I know where that's from too.
What's going on, AWG family? Welcome back to a reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to
Valkyrae. I think brother's situation just got worse. So if you don't live under a rock and you live on social media just like most people in the world, you know, you can use social media for good and you can use it for bad. You just gotta, you know, use your time wisely. But I saw this a couple of days ago or something like that. Basically, the situation is, if you know who this is, Valkyrae. She's a streamer. She's a Twitch streamer. She used to be also a YouTuber. She's been around for a really, really long time.
Yeah, I know her. She's
cool. A dinosaur. So basically, I think a family member had passed away. Her brother, I'm pretty sure, had passed away, and she didn't really have a good relationship with him. And she said some things that a lot of people didn't like. So we're going to react to and get our opinion on it.
Yo, also, I'm looking really fresh today. Got a haircut.
He's eating Whoppers. Have you seen... I ain't gonna lie. When have you seen somebody eat these? A whole box.
Listen.
Whoppers.
Listen.
Not a Snickers.
Now, I need y'all to listen to me.
Not a Reese's.
This is old people candy, okay? My mom is 62 years old. My mom put me on, okay? Ever since I've had it, I just like the crunch. It's really the crunch that gets me. It's not even the taste.
About old people snacks. You ain't pull out no pork rinds though.
Oh, that's my dad. That's my dad right there.
Yeah. Pull out no pork rinds though. But let's get to the
video. Get into the video.
The unemployed. Valkyrae didn't like the backlash she was getting and started crying on the internet.
Oh no. Okay. Do you want to? Do you?
What?
Do you want to change the video?
What?
Because this dude don't hold back. I know who this is, and he don't hold back. It's only an 8-minute video. I know this dude. He doesn't hold back. He doesn't. I can't say that it's gonna be. I don't know. I'm just saying. It depends on you. The one that edits the videos, and I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know this guy. He does not hold back. Okay.
All right, we just had to do a little test run of the video just to see if there's a lot of unbleeped bad language, but we're good.
I'm pretty sure he bleeps it.
I'm pretty sure he bleeps it.
He's still kind of wild, but he does bleep it.
Okay.
I don't know if we should. I mean, we gotta put subtitles for people.
All right, let's rock and roll. Okay.
Day for the unemployed. Valkyrae didn't like the backlash she was getting and started crying on the internet. Oh no. Missed my last video because you have a job? Well, basically her brother died and she made it about herself.
I just want to say thank you to those that were being empathetic towards me and understanding that I was just
in shock.
I was being irrational. I really was.
Yeah.
If he would have just called or like just even an apology for something minor, like, hey.
Here she is with Ludwig's dishwasher.
Whoa. So you're telling me she just said,
oh, okay, I guess that won't come in.
She just said if he would have called, if he would have apologized, she's turning it.
Washer there, angry at Twitter for being Twitter. That's like a doctor being mad that his patient caught a fever, bruh. It's expected.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't talked to you. I would have threw everything out the window.
Right.
I would have oh, let's go get coffee. Let's go. I'll fly out to Washington right now. Let's hang out.
Yeah.
So this is the video from an add-on. I can't speak today. This is an add-on video to his last video of the situation. And basically the situation was, if you didn't see the last video, you have zero context. Like I said in the intro, Valkyrae brother passed away. They didn't have a really good relationship. She did things that a lot of people didn't appreciate and things that people in the comments think are things you shouldn't say about a dead person. And a lot of people in like the world think, oh, if somebody dies, you should have nothing but good things to say. Such as like funerals, when people go and speak and they say nothing but good things about them, even though they were like a heinous criminal who was douchebag or someone that's not a good person. So this is an add-on video. So if it kind of seems like she's already speaking on a topic and not explaining what's going on, that's why.
There's even a crumb of like effort,
Right.
you know?
Right. Yeah.
It's hard when you care and the other person doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people that are experience the same thing. Like, I think this is such a common thing.
No, this is very common.
This is such a common thing. And it's normal. This is normal. Grief is normal.
And you know what? Maybe I was too harsh on Valkyrae as well. The reason why she leaked all this isn't because she's weird and schizophrenic. It could just be because she has nobody else to talk to.
I think I should know better.
I'm starting to actually get tired of blaming us. I really am. I've decided this. Like, I'm really tired.
True! It's never your fault. It's always some external that you can't control. Smart.
Of, you've done the same thing for 8 years, right?
She's gonna keep playing Among Us with her Chinese friends until 2042. No.
You've
11.
been 11. There you go. You've been you to an internet audience. That you grew by being you, and only now are people being so disingenuous to monetize their own like insidious like interpretation of what you're doing. Like,
But she's just using a whole bunch of big words, but she don't even know what she's saying. Am I the only one getting that? Like, she's like using every big word in the tank. Like,
Look, I'm not gonna say she doesn't know the word,
Bro,
because
bro,
I don't
bro,
know her. I don't know her.
bro,
I don't know her.
bro,
She could know that
bro,
word.
bro.
Insidious.
Bro, she is using, dude, you can look at her.
monetize their own like insidious like interpretation of what you're doing. Like,
Bro.
It's funny
Bro.
because she's using very big words, but then also she's like.
I feel like, okay, me personally, I think that if you're going to use big words and you're going to speak at that highly intellectual level, I don't think that there's a lot of likes and ums.
Well, sometimes I do.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm not saying it's not intellectual, but I'm saying that whatever you're speaking with your friends or whatever the case may be, you're going to say that a lot. But if you're speaking to a public crowd or you're speaking on a podcast or something like that, there's not we really don't give that much ums or likes or whatever the case may be, because we're speaking at a very high level. We want to sound like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, in her perspective, right? It looks like she's just being like, okay, hold on, pause, biggest letter I can think about. Yep, that's the one. Like, it's just, I'm sorry, like, that's the vibe it's getting off. It's just, and it's like, you're going into too much about it. Like, basically, we get it, you know.
I think this conversation doesn't
Require.
Yeah.
I don't think it requires, like, I think that you're speaking to a very broad audience and people are listening to your podcast, and you don't really have to describe all of these big words and big detail and etc. And you could literally just be like, yeah, honestly, like, I just feel like we shouldn't be treated this way or whatever the case may be. Boom, okay, but now you ambiguous.
I'm done with it. I'm done apologizing. No.
Valkyrie's having a decent moment of clarity and you're clouding her brain with your bullshit. One is dating Hassan and the other is friends with Hassan. Their judge of character probably means the brother was actually a decent dude. Yeah, the brother said it was a shock collar, not a vibrating collar. They dropped his
Go f yourself. You're allowed to feel these things. You really are. You're allowed.
No one's saying you're not allowed to feel. Like Valkyrae said, this is a normal thing. There are probably numerous amounts of people that are able to say, yes, I didn't have a good relationship with a family member that passed away. And they might not have the best things to say about that person.
Mm-hmm.
But you went on a very big platform. Like, most people, when a family member passes away, they don't even want to talk about it. When they start to talk about it, they get to cry. They get emotional. It seemed like she just had no care in the world.
Yeah, I think, okay, so there's definitely people in my family
Like
there's definitely people that have bad relationships with in my family. So don't get me wrong. If they passed away, I definitely would still go to their funeral, etc. Whatever the case may be, because you know, my family is big on family values. No matter how you feel towards that person, you pay your respects to that person. So like, if I'm speaking on something like this and this happened to me, I probably would keep it on the down low. Probably just wouldn't say anything about it. I would probably be like, yeah, I paid my respects to my brother. Like me and him, we really didn't get along, but you know, at the end of the day, he's still my brother and I paid my respects. I would have just left it at that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that right there is like, okay, well, he's honest enough to say.
I feel it's like a moral code. Like when you are speaking on somebody and you have morals, even if you didn't like a person and they're dead, you're not going to diss or talk down on somebody even though they passed.
Yeah, like
that's just from my perspective.
Yeah, because I mean, I agree with that. Because at the end of the day, it's just, yeah, y'all didn't have a good relationship. It's just like,
it's just a respect
the
thing.
whole Charlie Kirk thing, right?
Right.
Big Charlie Kirk thing, right? Whenever he died, there was a whole bunch of people saying, yeah, he deserved it, X, Y, and Z. At the end of the day, no one deserves death. Because in a biblical sense, we all deserve death because we all sin. Only reason
we all don't die, but nobody deserves to die.
No one deserves to die like that. You know, no one.
Everyone deserves a long-lasting life and death of old age.
Just because you disagree with somebody doesn't mean that they deserve to die. Because if that was the case, as soon as you disagree with me, then I should have the right to kill you.
And it kind of seems like you agree with their death because of the disagreements that y'all had.
Yeah. You aren't going to align on everything. You're two different people. You grew up two different ways. You see things differently. So, like, of course, y'all aren't going to align on certain things. And maybe he didn't apologize. Maybe there's something he did to her that she just can't forgive him for yet. Whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you are a very prominent person. And there are people that, when you are very big and people know who you are, people are instantly judging your character. That's what
but you're also an influencer. You're also influencing the kids.
You're influencing
so you're
people,
showing them and saying it's okay to diss a dead. Everybody gets mad at rappers when they kill somebody, and then they're on the next day dissing them in the music video. But then when somebody does it, and it's just like a casual, normal person, everybody's like, "Oh, it's okay."
That's what I'm saying.
Well, not everybody, because everybody seems to agree with us. And that she should have just left it at, hey, my brother passed away. I'm not really in the best mood today, but I'm going to continue to stream.
Yeah, stuff like that. Just kept it low-key, didn't really talk about it much. That's what I believe that she should have did.
It kind of seems like she wanted to talk about it. Like, she wanted to bring it up and, like, you know how, like, you bring something up because you want to have a conversation about it and see if other people feel the same way? That's kind of how it seemed. It's like, yeah, like, it kind of seemed like she wanted other people to be like, yeah, my brother passed away too. I'm like, dang, they heard food and they got up out of there so quick. But yeah, let's continue.
To go onto autopilot mode and be like, my brother. Like these are normal feelings to have.
Yeah, it goes both ways. You share stuff on the internet, people are allowed to criticize. I must be paraplegic because I can't stand you.
And it just sucks that now everybody is so angry that then they decide to pick you apart for having a very normal part of grief. Like, it's so normal.
Yeah,
She's straight up the devil on Valkyrae's shoulder, preventing her from having any meaningful growth in her life. She still doesn't understand the problem. The problem is not that she had a strained relationship with her brother. The problem is that she aired out his private problems to millions and bashed him the day after he died. You don't insult someone when their body isn't even cold yet and their children could be grieving.
Yeah, Mark died. And I was like, oh...
She doesn't even have to explain herself, bro. Like, we know that you're dealing with grief and stuff like...
That's how it happened?
Basically.
Nah!
That. Just say my bad and move on. Yeah, don't listen to your friend who's spoon-feeding you delusional slop.
I think video games has been my escape since the beginning of my life.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's not much life.
Love Roblox? Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards.
life left to be escaping. I think you gotta lock in. I think you gotta read a book.
Yeah.
When my dad would get really drunk every single night, come home, fight with my mom, I'd be playing video games.
What the f? I should have watched the rest of the clip before saying anything. Jesus.
I've been playing games as an escape forever.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely love it. And I love streaming. I remember that night when after I vented about my, relationship with my brother, and I kept playing games, and I didn't want to end stream because I didn't want to be alone with my own thoughts.
Yeah. You don't want
after.
to deal with like the.
I didn't want to. So I was like trying to keep streaming. I was like, wait, I'm actually just tired. Like, I think I need to face reality and accept the fact that I'm not okay and I need to process this.
Yeah.
Jesus, now I feel like a albeit I'm not 32 yet, so I haven't unlocked empathy. But then again, she only started crying and used her alt after she got the backlash, so suspicious. So far we're unfazed.
To monetize their own like insidious like interpretation of what you're doing. Like,
Yes. Also, insidious, a big word. Did Ludwig teach you that one?
That's crass.
And you know what? She hit the nail on top of the head here. I'm just trying to monetize and feed my family of 5. Which is why, for the next 10 people, if you use code Valkyrae on my merch shop, you can get 20% off. Get yourself an unemployed shirt or an unemployed hoodie to support the channel. I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get back to Valkyrae here. Oh, and in case you forgot, she is 34 years old. These are the people saying you have no empathy, by the way, if you don't let in infinity brown people into your country. They don't even care about their own family. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm done hating on Canadians. At least they had a chess world champion. Bangladesh, on the other hand? I got you, fellas. So your brother dies, and your first reaction is to go live on Twitch and talk shit about him. Interesting. Wait, that's the dude from the Mr. Beast videos. And again, I'm not here to talk down on Pokimane and tell her what she is allowed and what she isn't allowed to feel. I genuinely don't care. She's allowed to not like her brother, but sharing this and live what she is.
He said the wrong person. What? Did you realize that? He said the wrong
Mr. Beast
We're talking
video.
about Valkyrae here.
And
Watch.
again, I'm not here to talk down on Pokimane and tell her what she is allowed and what she isn't allowed to feel. I genuinely don't care. She's allowed to not like her brother, but sharing this and live streaming and broadcasting it to the world is very, very, very out of touch. You're a streamer. There's bound to be people that don't like you. That's normal. That's just a part of success.
that then they decide to pick you apart for having a very normal part of grief.
Okay, you know what? This guy deserves an award or something because, bruh, this is the best thumbnail I've ever seen. Woman.
I know you have the privilege where like, okay, just don't stream, your brother died, right? Like people will say that, just don't stream. But that's also like, admittedly, streaming is one of my biggest coping mechanisms.
I don't think it's the fact that you started streaming. I think it's the fact that you said what you said while you were streaming. If you would have just started streaming and been like, yeah, I just wanna enjoy the time with my chat, guys. Like something happened and
Address the fact, continue streaming.
yeah, like I think
Talk method on stream.
I think that you don't even have to say what happened. You could just like jump on stream and just be like, look, hey guys, I'm not really feeling really like I usually do today. Like I just want to spend some time with you guys, and hopefully that makes me feel better. All the day. Like you don't have to say anything about it or whatever.
They're not addressing the problem.
If you say that, right, that gives me more to believe that you're escaping from your reality because you're just hopping on a stream just to chat with people, when in reality you're like, yeah, let me talk crap about this guy because I didn't like him and he just recently died. Whenever you could have kept it low key or whatever the case may be and just not really wanted to discuss it. Now, I don't know if her brother was like kind of famous or he had his own channel, so like other people found out that it happened.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
If other people found out that it happened or whoever, or people found out, or if they just found out from her. But like, I think that it's kind of recognizable for her to just, I think more people would believe that you're not really, you're actually streaming just to stream instead of streaming and then talking trash. And some people also, have a really bad way of coping with things, and like that may be out of her control. But at the end of the day, sometimes like at the level that you are at, you just got to watch out for that type of stuff because people are going to do this to you. And that's what I'm going to tell y'all, the AWG family, is that whenever you're big, you have to be, I wouldn't say change your thought process or say something that you don't truly believe, but you have to be careful about what you want on the internet and what you don't want on the internet. Because if you don't, stuff like this happens. Doesn't mean you have to change your belief. Like if someone's like, oh yeah, well, you believe in God, I'm gonna stop following you. No, you don't. You could say, don't deny that. But if something happens, let's say with your relationship with God or something like that, and there's something going on, you don't have to publicize that to somebody unless you're, talking to like your pastor or a therapist or something like that. Yeah, because that's staying between you. But when it comes to internet and a whole bunch of people, you're going to get backlash for certain things that you say. So you just have to be careful about what you're saying. Now, whenever it comes to denying Jesus, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of what any backlash comes, you don't deny Jesus. But other things, like I said, if you're having a mental battle with yourself, you're having a battle with your spouse or something like that, then no, you don't put that on the internet. You just say like, maybe you're not feeling as well, like, because people will recognize that you're not, having the same attitude as you normally do. People will see that. So like, obviously you could address the elephant in the room and say like, yeah, I'm just not feeling well right now, and I just don't feel comfortable about talking about it right now, etc. Because in reality, you don't feel comfortable about talking about it because you haven't processed it yet. Just as she said, she hasn't processed it yet. So you shouldn't actually be talking about it until you process it. You know what I'm saying?
Isms.
Mine too.
I mean, if you ban everyone who disagrees with you, I could see how streaming can be comforting, I guess.
I do care. I am sad.
Yeah.
I'm just showing it in a very immature way. I do think that I showed it in an immature way. I do wish I was I wish I was a little more reserved. I wish I just wasn't so.
Basically,
you know how we get when we start making jokes about our
Yeah,
trauma?
I get it.
I feel like some people
I
do that where we start just try to lighten the mood by joking too much about something that's actually serious, because it, it makes it a little bit more lighthearted when in reality it's actually very inappropriate.
Damn, you'll never see the Clippers clip this one. I had to search for this myself, and I feel like she's saying pretty normal things.
And it's definitely too soon. So I think I did a lot of that. Just a lot of trying to feel better and not knowing how to.
I mean, I do think the biggest thing that like you and I both need help with is like just taking that pause.
Yeah.
Like,
we need to learn how
probably shouldn't have gone like that's
Yes.
Now you are 34 years old. You should
learn at a different rate.
You should, but come on, brain's fully developed at that point. Like, as someone of that caliber, okay, I think that thing. But to be fair, I mean, I guess she's not having kids or anything, like she's still young.
That's the thing about, like, remember when we had that conversation about when we were living at the villages, and I was telling you everybody live a different life, so like things won't be the same because everybody live a different life.
Mm-hmm.
People don't actually put that in perspective when they're looking at other people and being like, that's a completely different person. They completely were raised differently than I was. They lived in a different situation. Their family had money, mine didn't, or they don't have money and mine did. Like certain situations like that, people don't actually put in perspective. It's basically about the end of the video, and I'm gonna give my thought process on this whole thing and how she should have probably did it a little bit better. But I think this podcast thing was a little even too much. Like, I mean, I get it. She wants to like kind of express herself. She wants to have a little closure. And I mean, this isn't gonna hurt Valkyrae. Like, she's already a millionaire. That's completely set for life.
She's fully established.
Yeah, she's completely set for life. This is only just like a minor setback, and I get it. She's a woman. She was emotional. She said some things she probably shouldn't have said. It was her brother, so she probably felt a little more comfortable saying certain things. And she was probably more comfortable saying it in front of her audience because these are the people that support her and understand her, and they're like her friends. So it makes sense. I don't know. For me personally, I think the whole podcast and speaking about it was a little too much. I could have just did that personally. She could have just been like, hey, I could have handled it differently. Kept it moving.
Now, to be fair, good news for me though, like I'll say on her part, is she did admit that it was immature on her part. She did take some accountability, That's a very big plus on her side. Now her friend is definitely the devil on the shoulder, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that her admitting it and her being like, yeah, I haven't really learned how to process this trauma, and hey, maybe it took this moment for her to actually realize that maybe I should probably start processing better. You know,
Bless you.
like maybe this is her being like, yeah, you know what, that wasn't mature. Maybe I should do better next time. And
Well, she kind of just seems like a yes woman. Like when she was kind of pushing back on it, she started pushing back on it, and then also when she started like coming to terms with it and agreeing with it, then she kind of slowed down. So it kind of just seems like she's agreeing with whatever she says. But that's just me. I mean, I'm just watching.
That's low key valid. That's low key
But
valid.
let's finish it off, and then we can give our last thoughts.
We do have a bad
Yes.
coping mechanism.
Someone just said, that's crass. And holy, Asmongold's Frogan chimed in.
Now, I've seen these clips. We're talking about Valkyrae. It is, in fact, a massive day for the unemployed. I am going to be as fair as humanly possible.
Man, that stupid bitch Valkyrae. On God, she is about 24 years too old for my liking. My Genshin Impact...
We're gonna end the video out there. Oh, watch out. What? So last. That's not funny.
Okay.
Not funny.
Anyway. Okay.
I told you. That's not even.
All right.
All right.
Anyway,
Composure.
Okay, my final thoughts on it are, I think she's right. I think that it is like some people will react in the spite of the moment. Like maybe whenever she found out and she started streaming or whatever, like there was a lot of built up anger and unforgiveness towards her brother, and it kind of just all came out all at once. You know, like it just. And she really didn't, you know, she's not sitting there thinking like, oh, you know what, I should probably process this. I should probably think about this. She probably didn't, that probably wasn't in her head. You know, it was, she was, she admittedly just went into anger, and like probably a whole bunch of flashbacks happened, and she really didn't even think about like the audience, the publicity and stuff like that. Her first thing was just like, oh, all the things that he did to me, this and this, and then she just got angry, and she probably just let it out because it was probably built up, because according to her, they didn't contact, so it was never addressed. So it makes sense why she would do that, but it's just, you know, it's a learning thing. My opinion is she did it, she realized that it was wrong, and she realized that she should not do that, and it was an immature thing, which is kudos to her. So I just think that next time she will probably not make the same mistake. And that's my advice to y'all is before y'all do, and like I said earlier in the video, make sure that before you are about to do something publicly where people are about to like streaming, speaking publicly, going in front of a class, etc., before you do that, just make sure if something like this happens to you, make sure your thoughts are composed, make sure you've already processed it, make sure you understand it, and don't try to run from it. Okay, biblically, you're never supposed to run from it. Okay, you have to confront your issues. You know, you have to deal with those things, talk to God about those things, and he will make sure that you're in the right mind space before you actually speak about it. That's my biggest advice. What you got?
Bless you. Yeah, basically to go off a little bit of what Frederick said, she took a little bit of accountability, which is rare, and not for her, for woman, and
You have to put it in there.
so no, in all seriousness, she did take a little bit of accountability, which is good. I think, like you said, her friend kind of devil on the shoulder, kind of just saying whatever she wants to hear, which is okay, you know, which is not okay, actually. You need a friend. What, did I say something wrong? You need a friend that's going to tell you to chill out, to, hey, that opinion might not be the best opinion. And yeah, so I think personally, she, like he said, she didn't have closure with her brother. She went on live, said whatever she felt like was necessary at the time. Women are emotional. Sometimes men are emotional. I'm a little emotional. So, you know, you get out and you say certain things and you're not really thinking about it. You're just like, oh, I'm saying it. And like I said, she feels like, one, streaming and playing video games is her closure. Like, that's what she does to get her head away from everything. That's one of the things that means she also looks at y'all as like friends, the audience as friends. So when she got on live, she's talking to a friend. So she like, man, my brother this, my brother that. We didn't have a good relationship, whatever. Let's just play some games. Basically like that. Like basically talking into a homeboy or a homegirl. And then let's go play some games. I don't think it really was that big of a deal. And I think people take these things way too seriously. We're just reacting to it because it got a lot of views and a lot of people seem to be wanting to speak about it. But in all seriousness, like he said, she just needed closure. She owned up to her mistakes. She kept it real. Valkyrae is one of the GOATs. So
yeah, she.
like,
I've been watching her for a while.
She's the GOAT.
She's the GOAT, but
she's like, it's like Valkyrae, SS Sniper
Wolf afterwards. We're talking about female content creators.
It was iJustine, but then I ain't gonna lie, she like I don't know what happened. Like you know iJustine?
Name's familiar.
It's just it used to be a Apple influencer, like fluently Apple influencer. She kind of went into
Sarah Safari's funny too.
Sarah Safari,
she's funny with Trevor Wallace.
She's funny.
She is really funny with Trevor Wallace.
He's hilarious.
She's really funny with Trevor Wallace.
There's this other.
I love the relationship.
There's this other. There's a lot of girls.
Yeah, there's a couple, but those are the two I watched growing up.
But top 5 is definitely Valkyrae and SS. So it's like.
Yeah, but we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to stay blessed up and stay aligned with God, and we'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.
'Cause I trust in you. You was there.